The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Powers through. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Double dog. That's the way.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flushed out right, and an alley to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant.
McCaffrey. And he'll lose lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45. Mike, 45.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, Jones.
Oh,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right there. 54. 54, Mike. Come on.
Smooth. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Here's Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
1st down, Buccaneers.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Let's go, baby. Alert.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait, that 380.
Right there. 54 Mike. Blue there. Check. Hot.
Check 52. Let's go. Motion.
Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Logan. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the run. Watch the run. That's side, baby. That's baby side. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check it. Hey, Alpha. Hey, hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 36, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a quick hitter with a fullback armor. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 47 the ending. Mike, 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Bridgewater. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
They run with Logan. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Gano now to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Logan, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, second.
Now Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44.
Cut.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 40.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
45's the mark. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
At the 40-yard line.
On the double. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that's 380.
43. Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Big gap, big gap, big gap.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Check it. Reload.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Motion. 43 is the mic.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got some space here. It's a foot race past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.